What's the one mistake that you see most companies making as they approach their Series A that makes you just want to like scream out and go, "Stop! Don't do that."
Sorry, in their capital raising process or their day to day.
Yeah, so companies that are leading up to Series A, and what's the one mistake that people make that's you feel is like a blindingly obvious mistake that people shouldn't do?
Well, I suppose each of us got a thought on that. That mine would be coming back to my point about having a process. If you meet someone in the pub and they say, I'd like to invest in your company, and now you go down a road with them, you're going to find yourself shoehorning them as an investor into your investment, and they may not be the best. So rather starting with what your investment opportunity is, what kind of partner you want, and then go and look for the investor. And I think that for me is probably the single biggest error that I think a lot of people make.
Meeting people in a pub, what do you mean?
Well, we didn't meet you in the pub, so we can't blame that one.
I think we did, actually.
I can't remember what it was like to meet anyone in the pub, so it feels so long ago.
Well, just to add to Ian's point, so we sometimes have companies come to us having had a bad experience of being led down the road for 3-4 months, even longer, and then the investors pulled out and they left high and dry. Then they come to us and we explain the process, and it sort of makes sense in a couple of ways. It's a question of just broadening the net and having lots of parallel conversations. You really, it's a risk mitigation strategy, as mentioned, but it's also you're going to get your best possible outcome. Why wouldn't you want to do that? And also, if you can get some kind of competitive tension going, all the better. But you're dictating the process, you're dictating the times, you're driving the initiative, as opposed to waiting for investors to come back to you. And you know what kind of hell that can be.
So,
yeah. So I do want to add one more thing, and that is that the number of people who we embark on a process with, and they don't tell us they're going to run out of money in month 4. Big mistake. You've got to really plan these things so that you're not at a hitting a wall at the point that you're about to raise. You really need to, count on the fact it's not going to take 4 months or 3 months or even 6 months to raise money. You've got to know that it's not a defined period. It could take much longer.